Hey, what is up, everybody? Alright, right now I've talked about traps, I've talked about monsters. Now some old school spell cards for you that you can actually still use today. That would probably help out your deck significantly. Even though thinking about them, you're just gonna be like, oh, okay, what the hell? Alright, so here's some cards for you. First off, Field Barrier. Field Barrier just does what it sounds like. It protects your field spell. If you pair that with any field spell, your field spell just about becomes indestructible until this card is destroyed. Even if they heavy storm you, then you can actually have this card out on the field and basically your field won't be destroyed. Field Barrier will protect it. So that's actually something you're going to want to think about. Next is actually a really good spell card that I've used in a bunch of light decks. Basically when I didn't have any tuner monsters. Light Wave Tuning. Alright, let's read this off for you. Select one level 4 light monster you control. It is treated as a tuner monster while it is face up on the field. Hell yeah. Like, you can summon out a level 4 monster, have another one paired up with it on the field, and activate this. You can tune for an instant Stardust. And your opponent's gonna be like, wait, what? You didn't have a tuner. How'd you do that? Hello? Read the card. Light Wave Tuning. So that's actually something you're gonna want to think about. And it still can take people by surprise. Especially when they see you don't have a tuner on the field and you're tuning. Or synchro, as most people call it. I call it tuning. Right, the next card is an equip card, Black Pendant. Like, Black Pendant it just gives your monster 500 boost. Sweet. But the additional effect is what you want. When this card is removed from the field, you can have it face down, you can have it face up, you can do what you want with it. As long as it's on the field and then it's removed from the field, you get to inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent. So you actually have a burn effect right there, as well as increasing an attack of a monster by 500. And really, a 500 attack boost for anything can be significantly, actually, not even significantly, but extremely good. I'm like, think about it. Equip that to your XYZ. What's it? So yeah. Equip it to an XYZ monster, and basically, yeah, sweet 500 boost, it gets destroyed, no matter, 500 damage to your opponent. Right, the next two cards are some old school favorites of mine. Dispel and Remove Trap. Remove Trap can be used on a Dispel, Remove Trap, both can be used on a macro deck, because they're gonna try to swarm their field with spells and traps that cause it so that way you can't attack. And if any card gets sent to the grave, it's going to be banished. So, Remove Trap is a very good card to side against Necrocosmos. Dispel is a really good card to use against Fissure or Gravekeeper's Servant or something like that. So that's actually something that you're going to want to think about putting into your sides. Finally, a lot of people are using Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning now. Ever since he became unbanned, he's become a really popular card and a really wanted card to get out. I use a deck based off from a combo that I made with him called the Recreation, which I've done a video on already. This next card is Primordial Seed. Alright. You can only activate this when there is a Black Luster Soldier Envoy at the beginning or Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy at the end on the field. Add two of your cards that are removed from play to your hand. That's actually a really good factor, especially if you're banning some high-level monster that you really don't want to ban, but if you don't ban it, it's just going to take up room in your graveyard, it's just going to sit there, it's not really going to do anything. you pull out the combo of Primordial Seed and Envoy at the beginning. You get that high level monster back in your hand, and you can pretty much do what you want with it from there. So here's some old school spell cards you're gonna want to think about putting into your side decks at least. You know, like I don't use them in my main decks, I use them in my side decks. So see what you want to do with them. You want to use them, great. You don't, whatever. Just giving you some suggestions. Alright, this has been Eric Pickering, Ichigo Amamoto, signing out.